for joining my channel. My name is Parisa. Today's video is all about 5 different flower types beginning with the letter R, parts of the A to Z flower series. I've also made other flower facts videos, so check this out too if you like this video. Follow my Instagram called Parisa Flowers, where flower posts are regularly uploaded. Remember to subscribe to this channel and click the post notifications bell icon so you never miss an upload. Let's start with this video. The first flower beginning with the letter R that I'm going to be talking about is the rose, and the meaning of this is love, romance, secrecy and balance, and the colours that the rose comes in is 24 shades including red, pink, yellow and pastel. The blooming time for the rose is early summer and autumn. Some interesting facts about the rose is that it is the US national flower. You grow the rose, so ensure that you water it regularly, that you provide it with a dense heavy clay and free draining soil type, and you should plant the rose in late winter to early spring, and the sunlight that you should provide it with is as much sunlight as possible, and provide it with a normal room temperature. And in terms of the food that you should give your rose, it should be a liquid fertilizer. The most expensive rose sold for millions of dollars. The reason why the red rose is a symbol of love is because of the goddess of love called Aphrodite, whose tears watered to the ground where the red roses grew. There are lots of different rose types, and the rose is one of the most popular flowers in the world. There are 100 rose species. Rose for medicine use can be used as a diluted tincture, mild antibacterial, antiseptic. It can treat mild burns, sunburns and skin infections. It can also be used with rose as rose water, or you could have rose tea. The second flower beginning with the letter R is the Rhododendron, and the meaning of this is optimism and cheer. The colours that it comes in is pink, purple, white, yellow and red, and the blooming time for the Rhododendron is mid-April to the beginning of May. Some interesting facts about what Rhododendron is that it is a bush. Rhododendron fruit is a dry capsule, and it has ripe fruit that splits lengthways to release its seed. It can be used to decorate woodland gardens. Some rhododendron species nectar and pollen contain poison called granulotoxin, which can induce animal and human poisoning, and this can lead to abnormal heartbeat and abdominal pain. For medicine use, the rhododendron is used in combination with herbs to treat gout, joint pain, nerve pain, migraine and muscle pain. How do you grow the rhododendron? So ensure that you water it regularly, and it's best to use rainwater. You should plant it in October to April, but can be planted any time of the year. The soil type you should provide it with is well-drained soil, and the sunlight should be full sun, and ensure the soil does not dry out, and provide it with a 10:6 fertilizer to water the plant in. The third flower that I'm going to be talking about beginning with the letter R is the Rondeleia. The meaning of Rondeleia is lovely. The colours that it comes in is red, pink, yellow and white, and it blooms in spring. Some interesting facts about the Rondeleia is that it's in the family called Rubiaceae. There are around 160 species of hardy trees with evergreen leaves. The Rondeleia are small flowers that grow in clusters and are orange-pink in colour. They grow up to 3 meters in height and can grow as a hedge. They are easy to grow, butterflies love it, and they can survive in freezing temperatures. For medicine, I couldn't seem to find any information on this. How do you grow the Rondeleia? Ensure that you water it deeply until the roots start to take hold, and the soil type that you should provide the Rondeleia with is rich, well-drained soil with organic matter, and it should be acidic. You should plant the Rondeleia in from December to May, and the sunlight should be full sunlight. You should ensure that you provide the Rondeleia with food in early spring, early summer and late summer with general purpose garden fertilizer. The fourth flower beginning with the letter R is the Rafflesia, and the meaning of this is death. The colour that it comes in is red-brown, and it blooms from April to May. Some interesting facts about the Rafflesia is that it's the oldest growing flower which can grow up to 1 meter, specifically the Rafflesia arnoldi, and it is known as the queen of all parasitic organisms. Rafflesia absorbs nutrients and water from the host plant in which it lives. It extracts nutrients necessary for health. Rafflesia smells like rotten flesh, and Rafflesia arnoldi is one of the 3 national flowers in Indonesia, and it contributes to the ecotourism industry. But the problem with it is that it's on the verge of extinction due to low reproduction rates. For medicine use, the Rafflesia is used in traditional medicine to relieve pain during and after childbirth. It is used to restore female figure after childbirth, and it is also used as an aphrodisiac. How do you grow the Rafflesia? So you need to ensure that you water it quite regularly. The soil that you provide your Rafflesia with doesn't need to have roots, leaves or stems. And when should you plant the Rafflesia? From September until the end of November. The sunlight that you should provide it with is partial sun, shade or full sun, and the food that you provide it with is nutrients. Fifth flower beginning with the letter R is the Rampion, and the meaning of this is that, well, I couldn't actually find the definition for this, but the colours that it comes in is blue and purple. It blooms from June until July, and some interesting facts about the Rampion is that there are 40 species of perennial plants with long horn-like flowers. In Shakespeare's time, the Rampion was widely used. The Rampion stem contains milky sap, which is used for facial treatment to freeze the skin from blemishes. And how do you grow the Rampion? So ensure that you water it regularly. The soil type that you should provide it with is moist, well-drained, sandy loam, neutral or alkaline soil, and the Rampion can tolerate a pH of 4.8 to 7.5. You should plant your Rampion from spring or autumn, and the sunlight that you should provide it with is partial sun or full sun. The Rampion doesn't need any fertilizer to grow. That is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to check out other videos from the A to Z Flower series, and please comment, like and subscribe.